Police took to the air today to monitor the movements of Extinction Rebellion, who on Sunday night established this campsite in the shadow of the Salisbury Crags, and indeed the Scottish Parliament. Their cause once again made clear.
When do we want it? What do you want? Do we need it?
Every year between 2030 and 2050, approximately 250,000 people will die as a result of climate change.
So you're probably wondering, cool, right, climate change is a big thing, but what does this have to do with the Konica A4? Well, that guy on the right there holding that sign, that's me. And I was at the climate march for 5 days, and on my side was the Konica A4 the whole time. So I'm going to show you some images from it and show you, what it's capable of. And it was a perfect time to really demonstrate it, because I wasn't there with the intention to, be fully photographing, but I was just being there, going through the experience and photographing things as I saw them. So I shot a roll of Superior 400, and it will give you an idea of what to expect from the camera. Before, I'd always carry an SLR on me, but most people don't know how to use these, and even if they did know how to use them, they're putting too much energy into just using the camera rather than getting the image. The A4 doesn't give people anything to be scared of. It just looks like an old, maybe even cheap crap camera. They don't know of its legendary status symbol, and that's a bloody brilliant thing. Once you develop your shots and send their shots to them, they'll be super pumped about their photo and the quality of it. Who knows, it could even get them into film photography. But that is probably jumping ahead a bit, but it's these valid points that in the real world really let you build a connection with a camera, which to me is always number one, building the connection with a camera. I don't care what camera I shoot on, and I don't think people should. You'll go use a Diana F lomography camera with a plastic lens. It's built like crap, feels horrible, but if you enjoy shooting with it, if you have fun and it just makes you go want to do things and take it along with you, that's number one. You can own anything you want. You can own a goddamn Leica, you could own some crazy Hasselblad, but if you're just sitting in your house all day, you're not going to get any pictures, so it doesn't matter at the end of the day. So it's just another one of these film cameras that really lets you enjoy whatever you're doing in your life normally, but then you just have a camera at hand because it's always on you, and it lets you capture those moments. First picture I'm going to show you is the girl with the gas mask on. Now, I took that in the dedicated close-up mode. I was very, very close to that girl's face, and I think it's a cool picture. All of these were just very much, I wasn't there to think about the camera, I wasn't there thinking about the shots, I was just doing what I was doing, interacting with people, talking to MSPs, and the camera was just at hand, and anytime I felt like taking a shot, I'd take one. So I'm going to roll some of those images for you. You can kind of make up your mind, and then I'll show you some black and white ones that I've developed myself as well, and give you an idea of what it's like. Now, what it's like is the quality is fine. I don't think you really need more than this in a point and shoot. If you do, go get a Contax T2 or a T3, but really you're just wasting money. I got mine for £10, my Konica A4. Now, granted, that is super rare to get one for £10. It does have some issues, my one. The LCD screen's leaking, so I can hardly see what shot I'm on. Don't really care about that. The flash I can't use, so all my shots have to be without flash. Not ideal, really not groundbreaking to me. People need to jump on them. Apparently they're getting harder to find, and they apparently break easy. Mine has just gone through hell, I'm not gonna lie, and it's still going, so I might just be super lucky. But if you were wanting to pick one up, I would do so soon, because as we all know, the prices of film cameras are just going to keep going up and up and up. So now is the time to probably grab one, and you won't regret it. It's an awesome, awesome camera. When I was thinking about what I was going to do for talking about this camera, I couldn't help but explain it in these three things. The Konica A4 is the memory maker, the trust giver, and the skill taker. It simplified picture taking for me to such a huge degree that I haven't used another camera for weeks. You might feel like you're missing out using such a simplistic camera, but the results speak for themselves. So yeah, that's the Konica A4. So as you can see from the images, it's quite a cool little camera. Just to run over some of the technical stuff just while I'm here, it's got a 35mm 3.5 lens, which compared to some other things like the Olympus Muji 2 and like Contax and all these kind of cameras, they have a 2.8, but in real life a 3.5 versus a 2.8 in a point and shoot is like, seriously, nothing that's going to affect or bother you. It's perfect, it's got good background separation, good in low light. That's just numbers really. This is really, really good. So if you know about this camera, you probably know about the Konica Big Mini, which this is the camera before it. This was the one that sort of, you know, it has the same lens as the Big Mini, but it doesn't have the same sort of build. It's essentially the same camera, but the Big Mini is just a little bit different. One thing that this has over the Big Mini, which I would actually say is an advantage, is it has a dedicated close-up mode. So that when you activate close-up mode, you'd normally just turn on the camera, click close-up mode, and then it allows you to focus between 0.3 to 0.6 meters, which is like really, really close up, especially for something like this. Now, a dedicated close-up mode is so much more useful than you would think, and because it doesn't take a picture unless it's close. So I could, right now, like for everything behind me, I could try and take a picture, but it wouldn't let me just because there's nothing close enough. So if you want to hit something really close up, like a flower, if you want to take a picture of a flower, someone's eye, a close up of someone's face, it won't take the picture unless it's close up. So you won't accidentally misfocus and focus behind, so you'll always get like the focus that you want. That's super good to have. It's really, really nice. So with the Konica A4, you can get two different models with it. You can get a black version, which is the one I have, or you can get a silver version. Luckily enough, I have a friend called Grab. He just got himself a Konica A4. He has the silver version, so we have both versions. And he also has the version, the quartz date version, which lets you imprint the date on your negatives at the bottom corner. That's actually really cool. Something I just realized though about that is this is actually the last year ever that you can imprint the date on the negative, because it only goes to the 31st of December 2019. So if you want to do that, do it soon, because you're never going to be able to do it again, because they wouldn't really make something that would last. They're not going to make. So the camera was made in 1989, and they'd never think that the camera would survive even 30 years. So the fact they allowed 30 years of being able to put the date into your negatives is pretty cool. Having used two different versions now, two different models, they just work the same. They feel the same, work the same noises, same speed. So yeah, I have a good idea of what this camera is, and it's just really good. I've used quite a few point and shoots now. The quality is the highest that I've used so far. The connection I've had with it is the best so far, so I would really recommend it, to be honest. And if you can get it for a good price, definitely get one. They're starting to be over £100 now average for them, which is starting to be quite a lot of money, and I see them going up more, especially more people talk about it in more videos. More people realize the quality of it is crazy, and up there easily with like Yashica T5s and stuff. Easily. So once people realize they're spending 300 quid on a Yashica T5 and they could spend £50, £100 on a Konica A4, the market's going to change. So get one soon. Hopefully videos like this don't put the price of them up, because I actually need to buy another one that can have a working flash, because look at the colours and tones, which, yeah, reminds me I'm going to run some pictures.
But as I said, my friend Grant, he has a Konica A4 as well, and I'll show some shots he's taken with flash to give you an idea of what that's like.
for watching. If you could subscribe to the channel, I would appreciate that so much. Film photography is my passion, it's my love, I study it. I'm on this journey of just trying to find out things, improve my style, see like correct mistakes, you know, just really just discover the world of photography. And I'd love if you joined along. So if you could subscribe, I'd love that. If you could like the video, that'd be awesome. If you have any questions, of course, leave them in the comments. Have anything to say, I'll answer you back and have a little discussion. Appreciated. Go out and shoot, enjoy your day. Don't sit in bed and just watch YouTube videos, because we all do that too often. Go out and enjoy the real world.